my name's Alana Tallo, and I'll be your child's teacher. This is my 20th year teaching first grade, so I have quite a bit of experience. Got some great things in store for the year, so I'm going to spend a little bit of time talking to you about what we'll be doing and some important tips that might help you to keep your child on top of the learning. Alrighty, so this year the main goal is to teach your children to read, to write, and then also to be able to be fluent with understanding text and being able to comprehend what they've read. So we're going to spend a great deal of time and attack that in different avenues. You'll find that I send home quite a few passages to read. Your children will work greatly on reading comprehension strategies, phonics strategies, and you'll find that the math is a higher level than you and I probably experienced when we were in school, but they will become very solid with understanding numbers through the process. All right, so you guys are familiar with our Gator binder. In the Gator binder, I asked the children, as we complete daily work, anything we do in class goes in their red folder. So at the end of the day, when they come home, look in their red folder and you'll find the information you need, all the coursework we've done for the day, along with notes. If you start on the front of the binder, I actually have some tips for you to help your children. The paper copies that are not in a clear sheet protector, you may take out and keep at home. But what's in the clear protector I really want you to focus on, there's a list of special sounds and kindergarten tricky words that I need them to be familiar with. This is the kindergarten skill. On the back side, you'll see the words that we are going to address in first grade, and it gives it to you in the order in which it's introduced. So you'll start with Unit 1 and then move on to the end of the year. If you notice, we introduce a great many in the beginning of the year in the first unit, and then it starts to trickle down. You'll also find in the next sheet protector a list of spelling words. Our spelling words don't start in the beginning, but you'll find once they do, when we're in our third book, you'll discover that it's going to be phonics-based words along with tricky words. So when you study for your test, there's always going to be a tricky word attached to the test as well. Normally, they don't have to know how to spell all these tricky words, just the one we're focusing on for the week on our spelling test. Okay, also, the back of the binder, you're going to find our behavior log or our Gator log. And so I tell my kids that this is something you guys should be looking at each day and initialing in each box. It's all based on their performance in class. If they showed good manners, they had ownership for their actions, had good listening skills, and they were dependable, they will not have any marks on their behavior chart. But in the event that they don't follow the rules and do what's expected, we have a chart on the door, and they'll have to move their clip, and then you'll be reported on accordingly. So they could lose recess, they may have to take some time to kind of reflect on what they've done. You may even get a note or a phone call, which I hope that doesn't happen. But it would be great if you could sign it each day and discuss what your child did if it wasn't a white Gator each day. Children are also rewarded with golden tickets based on their behavior. So if they didn't move their alligator clip and they're on white for the whole day, then they'll receive 3 golden tickets. 2 if they moved it to one time. If they moved it more than once, it'll trickle down to where they don't receive any at all. Soon I'll add this blue folder, which is where I'll put our test papers, anything that gets a grade on it, and you'll need to sign and date it, please. I normally ask the students to color in the number where you're supposed to sign, so please watch for that. When I add this, that means papers are starting to come home. And it's typically once a week that you'll receive papers. We try to get grades at least once a week based on their performance. Alrighty. So I want to talk to you a little bit about homework while we're talking. Each day your child will receive math homework, like almost every day. And you'll notice on the top of the paper, it says lesson, the lesson we're on, and homework. I've asked the children to circle the word homework so it stands out to you, hey, look, this is a homework sheet. So once homework is completed, I ask that you place any notes that need to come to me as well as homework that needs to be turned in this front pocket. So that can come in. So when the kids come in, they easily can pull out what they need. They'll turn in notes in my black box. They'll turn in homework in the front of the room in our homework basket. So if you can say, hey, don't forget, you need to turn in your homework and turn this note into the teacher's box. At this point, I'm still checking and kind of guiding them, but over time I'll back off and they'll be responsible for doing it on their own. Periodically, you will find stories that come home, and you will also receive notes. I'm trying to find one in our book. Notes to the parents, something that may look like this. It's normally like, hey mom, hey dad, this is what you can do to help your child. It reinforces skills we've done in class. I'll send stories home soon that I'll need you to review, help your child to learn so that they can work on phonics skills, on high frequency type tricky words that they'll have to see quite often. All right, so watch for that. That will also be put in the red folder, and you can keep that at home to practice the reading routine. Okay, let's see. If your child does not come to school, we ask that you send us a note letting us know why your child is not at school so we can keep it on file. If your child misses 3 days, we have to report it to the office, and then from that point they contact you and take care of truancy if it's necessary. But the best way for you guys to, anything that has to do with absences, you need to send me a note. But if you just want to send me a message and say, hey, I need an extra whatever, or can you make sure my child takes care of this, you can communicate with me through the Remind app. That is wonderfully helpful. I feel like it's something I look at more frequently than I even look at our emails. So that's probably the best way to communicate with me. Let's see. If transportation changes other than the normal routine, I'm going to need you to write me a note and place it in your child's binder so I have it on file. Make sure you date it, please. If you haven't already sent in your money for Chromebooks, the insurance, it's due on the 27th. If you haven't already sent in supply fee, I need you to send that in as well. Chromebook insurance is $20. The workbook supply fee is $15. We are currently selling shirts and sweatshirts. Sweatshirts won't be delivered until later in the year, but t-shirts are already available. So if you wish to purchase that and you do not have a form, just let me know and I'll be glad to send you another one. All right, Chromebooks. Chromebooks, once they are distributed, I know we've collected what we have, but once they are distributed, they are to go home every afternoon. I'll need you guys to charge them every afternoon and send them back to school. We use Chromebooks every day in class in both reading and in math practice. So once I get your child logged in, give them their codes to get on and teach them and link them into programs, then some days I might say, hey, I want you to do a little more practice at home on this program. But it is built into our day every day that they'll need their computer twice a day. So please make sure your baby comes to school prepared with their computer charged. All right, and keep in mind, I don't have extra chargers here at school. So in the event that something happens, throw that charger in there and we can try to get them caught up and charge it in the morning. But I don't even have a charger to be able to loan you. Sorry. Let's see. I'm looking at my notes. As far as this whole COVID procedure, I'm hoping we all stay so safe and we don't have anyone quarantined. But in the event that we do, I'll contact you if you are one that's being sent home for quarantine and got you your assignments that you missed. We do have a hand wash, so you can tell over there by the door. We have Germex stations. We are trying our best to have them Germex their hands numerous times a day, wiping down surfaces. Before they eat, after they eat, they are Germexing. Of course, normal bathroom breaks. So we're doing our best to try to keep our environment clean. Please be reminded that your child does need to wear a mask to school every day. So sometimes they lose them, sometimes they get dirty. So it'd be great if you can stick an extra one in their book sack. Snacks should be sent in every day. So send your baby with a snack. Something simple, not too messy, they can open on their own. Water bottles, please make sure that if it dumps over, the water is not going to get everywhere. When a water bottle tips, typically we go through an entire roll of paper towels to clean that up. So if you can help by choosing a good water bottle that won't create that problem, I would appreciate it. Let's see. Looks like I've covered, looks like most information. If you have any questions or concerns or need some assistance, feel free to reach out to me. I'm going to show you a quick little walk around of our classroom. Let's see. We are set up in pairs, so they're working with partners. A great deal of our work is done in partners. Let's see. And then we have centers set up in the back of the room, and they will come and I'll pull small groups of children. Let's see if I can give you a glimpse of the classroom from afar. All right. Well, I apologize for not being able to meet in person, but I do want to welcome you to our classroom and encourage you to reach out to me if you need assistance with anything, or if you find that I can make your experience any better. So looking forward to a great year, and welcome to Tucker. Welcome to first grade. Bye.